Yeah, the first one from the chorus or whatever, I chose My Heart's a Stereo, saying like, comparing it, his love for her to music, It Only Beats for You. Make Me Your Radio, turn me up when you feel low.
One I grabbed out was in the first stanza. The last girl who played me left a couple cracks. He feels a little bit hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe not on his A game now.
I also, from the beginning of that one, I chose Just Another Dusty Record on the Shelf. That he's like kind of comparing himself to kind of like something old, maybe like outdated. He's wondering if she'll like play him like everybody else.
Yeah. I think it kind of goes along with that one, but another one that's on the next page is when he says, if I was an old school 50-pound boombox, and he talked about like first and bad deep batteries. It's like a combination of a continuation of the stereo metaphor, but even deeper than that, it like calls back this romanticized time when you had these big boom boxes and you could go around like the John, was it John Cusack?
Yeah.
Just say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. And then I think it repeats most of them again. I liked what else?
That's good, you guys.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Sweet.
It's a lot. And it does kind of repeat them in every song, so it's the whole thing. And like I know it's kind of awkward to do like this whole like just talking with two people and then coming back to the group. But I always feel like that's really helpful because then it gets kids comfortable with their ideas before they come like to the whole discussion, like kind of prepares students for that discussion. So yeah, even though it's only two people and it's awkward. Now we're gonna share with the group just to like model what that looks like and that learning looks like. So do one of you guys just want to share like a metaphor that you pulled out and then the meaning again? I know it's super redundant. But.
Yeah, I did the Just Another Dusty Record on the Shelf. He was kind of maybe this kind of outdated thing, kind of hidden gem, and he's wondering if he's going to be jaded by this new girl.
Yeah. That totally works.
Can you say that that stanza again?
I was just another dusty record on the shelf. Would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? Kind of maybe assuming that he is the dusty record, kind of maybe just hidden away on the shelf, and he's kind of worried that someone's gonna come in like not be nice to him like other people have.
Yeah, and the one that I chose was really similar to that, and it's the same concept as that. It's just the last girl that played me left a couple cracks. So he's telling the same story, is that he's had this awful experience before where he feels damaged and he feels like he's been hurt by people, and so he's looking at this new person saying, "Are you going to do the same thing?"
And if I could say, repetition really works well for that particular message or that particular metaphor. So the repeating of certain lines and certain metaphors really works with the theme of the song, which I didn't think about before you said that. So I think I had some new textual sort of interpretation there.
Yeah, it's a lot of musical metaphors. He's definitely comparing himself to being a record, like being maybe like someone from her past. That she's revisiting, and he wants to know if she's going to treat him like everyone else. And then like he's comparing himself to a record that's cracked and damaged, just like he's damaged emotionally. So great job, you guys, pulling out those metaphors. Excellent work. Next thing. All right, so here we go. This is just like a little spoiler. Travis Starr is not actually stereo. We don't need a doctor to know that. This entire song is a metaphor for how his heart is similar to music. He plays from a stereo. Two dissimilar objects, Travis's heart and a stereo, compared together. Metaphor. So now it's time to put this metaphor knowledge into practice. If you want to just use your lyric sheets and try to write your own metaphor and try to make it like about yourself, like kind of how he's talking about himself, try to do something that's saying something about yourself. You can compare it to your heart, your mind, your physical appearance, your life experience. Here's some examples to kind of get your brain flowing, like my heart is a rock, or her eyes were fireflies, or my life is like a wild roller coaster ride, right? So those are all different examples of like things that are kind of more personal. Well, not her eyes, but you could say my eyes were fireflies, right? So try to make it personal and use the examples that you have to write your own. How am I on time? Because I have no idea.
We have about 10 minutes left, so they have time to vote. And then also